Okay, today I'm finally going to get to make the Swedish gingerbread cookies called pepparkakor, and quite looking forward to this because it's been years since I've had them. We used to make them quite often when I lived in Sweden. They're a very popular biscuit. So you need 200 grams of melted butter. I've got a spoon to scrape out the container with. So 200 grams of melted butter, and it's going to make a significant size of cookie dough. So there's that. Okay, forgot a spoon. So there's the 200 grams of butter, 300 grams of sugar, right there, 3 tablespoons of syrup. So to get that opened up, caught myself being organised, but it doesn't always turn out to be that way. Never mind. Opening up the syrup. Okay, 3 tablespoons of syrup. That should be interesting, especially since it's cold weather. 1. Yeah, this is fun. 2. Probably going to end up being a bit more than 3, but so I'll just make this one a little bit smaller actually, I think, because it's going to end up being more than 3 otherwise, because it's so thick. Well, it would be. It's winter time, isn't it? I mean, my kitchen doesn't feel cold to me, but I've gone walking in the snow and not felt cold. I just don't feel the cold. So there we are. Okay, I'll take that off because I'm going to need more tablespoons of stuff. Let's put that there for now. And then we need 2.5 teaspoons of ground cinnamon. Let's get this mixed off so that I can use the teaspoons more easily. It's kind of funny how things get all sticky when you're using syrup, isn't it? Okay. Got that washed. Nice washing up bowl in the sink, right where I can reach it. Everything is so handy in this kitchen. Really love it because I can sit right here in my chair and reach everything. They talk about the golden triangle when they're designing kitchens, about how you can turn around as you're standing at the cooker and reach all of the cupboards and sink and everything. But I don't have to take a single step. All I have to do is turn round, face the back, whatever. I can reach everything from my wheelchair, which is brilliant. Okay, 2.5 teaspoons of ground cinnamon. This is a teaspoon. Here is the cinnamon. Looks like I'm going to need another bottle of cinnamon. I've got some behind me. Never mind. Maybe not. 2, 1. 2 and a half. Oh yeah, I'm fine. Just enough. Okay. Put that in the recycling, which is right there. Okay, and then 1 teaspoon of ground cloves. Not too much of that. One teaspoon of ground ginger. It amazes me that there's only 1 teaspoon of ground ginger when it's supposed to taste like ginger, but I guess ginger's fairly powerful. There we go, 1 teaspoon of ground ginger, 3 teaspoons of baking soda. I've got a lot of stuff out because I'm going to be making oatmeal raisin cookies later as well. 1, 2, 3. Now mix all of this together. It smells lovely already. I was making dozens and dozens, literally I think I made 4 or 5 dozen cookies last week and I ran out of vanilla, plenty now. And 6 tablespoons of hot water right here. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And I shouldn't have to worry about adding more water because this is a European recipe, so it's suited to our environment quite well. Get that stirred up. And I can tell you now, I'm not going to care much about the calories in this. Of course, I am going to have to give quite a bit of it away. Anybody want some gingerbread? But I haven't had this in literally probably 20 years. It's just amazing. Now, while it's still hot, 900 grams of flour. And I actually had to convert that. It's easy enough to do, but I had to convert that because my friend put 9 deciliters of flour, and I was like, oh, come on. How much is that in grams? Everything else was in grams, but the flour was in deciliters. 900 grams of flour, almost there we go. Almost a kilo of flour. So this is going to be quite a large batch of gingerbread cookies. You can really smell the ginger now. It just seemed like so little ginger to me, but now you can start smelling it now. Get the last of the flour mixed in. Washing up bowl is right there. And then you just get it all stirred in. And it's getting heavy now. Whew. Oh, but you should smell it's just delightful. The smell is so warm, and so they're really nice to have. They're really so lovely in the winter time because just the smell and the flavour is so warm and it's like the ultimate winter comfort food. Now, the recipe does say, and it's true, that it looks quite loose right now, but I have to put it in the refrigerator for a few hours. So I'll chill it for a few hours and then show you what it's like. Well, surprisingly, I actually did have to add more water to it. I wonder if it's just something here in our area or in our water, I don't know. But there was just so much loose flour. It was not being absorbed. So I added more water and left it in the refrigerator longer. And now I'm going to bake some cookies. There's that. I'm just going to shape some cookies, put them a little distance from each other on the parchment paper, and see what happens. Because the thing that I've got to worry about is that teaspoon of baking soda. Did adding hot water to it later destroy the baking soda? The bubbly stuff. Well, we shall soon see. So I am just making up little cakes to bake in the oven and see what happens to them. Make some big, make some small, just see what happens. After all, if it's dead, it's dead. Might as well just go for it. So let's just see what happens. So I'm going to stick those in the oven at 190 and probably take about 10-15 minutes, and we'll come back. Well, I baked them at 190 for actually close to 18 minutes. The baking soda was not compromised by the added hot water. They actually did rise quite nicely. It's too far away, isn't it? They actually did rise quite nicely. They're quite large, fluffy. They need to harden a bit more still. They're quite warm, but they are nice and soft and They do really have a lovely flavour that's different from our ginger nuts. Our ginger nuts are a bit more spicy, and these, perhaps because of the clove, these have a much warmer flavour. I ended up adding probably more than half a cup more of hot water. I did actually end up adding more water because there was just too much flour in the bowl, and now it's dough. But the cakes did come out quite well, and the flavour just is so warm. Those spices, it's not just ginger, it was the other things together. The cinnamon and the clove especially, I think, really make it a warm flavour. So depending on where you are, you might need to tweak the water a bit, but this really is a very nice recipe for ginger cakes if you like them. Thank you.